My apologies to anyone who came in yesterday and saw I had a new video and tried to watch it and had that horrible audio issue. It does happen from time to time with my microphone. For some reason, it goes all haywire unless I unplug and plug it back in before trying to record something. But the weird thing was OBS sound made it look like it was getting normal sound and was bouncing up and down. And I just, being the silly goose that I am, I did not bother to check. So I did want to give a goodbye to Grafton. Its old map is going to be leaving us on the 12th, and we're going to be getting a brand new, really creepy looking map. Um, and I had the wonderful opportunity of teaching you guys about mimics in the last one, but I don't know that I will be able to get to do that this time because the ghosts are the ghosts, and we'll find out. But I did give a little bit of information, and I'll try to remember what all I gave to you guys. If you join me on Twitch, when I do stream Tuesday through Friday from noon to 3 p.m. Eastern, um, I tend when I play Faz on there, it's more laid back. It's fun with friends, and my significant other also plays with me a lot of the time. We're going to definitely be playing the new map. Um, but we try to give information to everyone, and I have a little pop up on my opening screen that gives little information, not just what you read in the journal, but I add in the little extra stuff that the ghosts can do that can give you a hint as to what it is. Sometimes those hints are uh, obvious, and other times you will get tricked by one of the other ghosts because the Yuri's big ability is to slam all the doors in the surrounding area to its room. That and if it's just like a room with one door in it, you'll get one door slammed. But if it's like say in the hallway, you will get all the doors in the hallway will slam. Now the problem with this is I have seen other ghosts do the same thing, which is weird. They're not supposed to be able to. That's supposed to be a Yuri special ability. But that having been said, we're going to go ahead and head into Grafton, and we're going to say goodbye to this old map. It's a smaller map, so it's been one of the ones that I tend to play a lot more. But due to the fact that a lot of my friends don't really care for the cabins, I don't tend to play it very often when I'm with others. I always pick the same three pieces of equipment: obvious, light, camera, because my luck, I'll run across the bone or the cursed object and I'll need a camera in order to take a picture of it. Or I'll have a ghost event, which 50-50 chance I'll be able to get it out in time. My brain doesn't always click right away. And then this, because normally this will tell you what the ghost room is. And that's because it will be a lower temperature than every other room. Now, the new Grafton map, as well as the new map they're planning on bringing out, which is supposed to be a diner, will have areas that are going to be colder anyway. So you're going to want to check the entire place. Just because they want to send wayward signals doesn't necessarily mean you can't still use the temperature gun to help you find the room. Capture a photo of any successful reading on an EMF, cleanse the area, and detect paranormal. Oh, we might be able to actually do all of those. Now, perfect games are a lot harder now because you have the video camera, which are the top five, the still camera, which are the middle five, and the sound recorder, which is the bottom three, and they all have to be unique. Meaning you can't take several pictures of UV and expect yourself to get a perfect game. Now, we have a nice warm night, so we'll be able to find the ghost room pretty easily. If you're playing with the keyboard, the T button is that. Turning off and on these and also taking the temperature is your right mouse button, and if you press and hold, it will continuously take the temperature, which is what I do. Tarot cards, here. have the kitchen. Ah, see, told you. Bone. Good thing I brought this so I don't have to remember where the bone is. So, are you in the kitchen or the dining room? It just moved this door. Wait, 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 wait. Whoa. Are you in here? How about the living room? Aha. Okay, so you're probably in here and just came around to. And you know what that tells me is it might be a Yuri, not a Yuri, a yokai, because they hate people talking. Got the ghost picture. That's two uniques. So it's 51 here, 61, 61, 62. And it's in here. You also can no longer take pictures of thrown objects. I'm pretty sure this is a yokai because my talking is irritating the piss out of it. Um, I forgot to check where that is. It's in that back bedroom. Okay. Now, a lot of people use the flashlights on the headsets, but I'm sorry, I've got kittens galore in our house. A lot of people use the flashlights on headsets, but I have a hard enough time getting rid of the. Got the orb. Uh, Getting rid of the flashlight that is in my hands. So I don't tend to use the headlamp ones because those are harder to turn off for me. Um, oh yeah, I needed to come back here and turn on the electricity. This is a hiding spot, by the way. Because there's nothing blocking me from being back here, it is actually a hiding spot. There is no hiding spot in that bathroom. Ah, this hiding spot is here. That's good. I don't think there's one in there. There are some hiding spots upstairs, but they're just as uncommon. Okay, so because we have an orb floating around, now most people would just do this, but we don't know that it's not a mimic. It could be a mimic. So what I do is I cross it off, and I know it has to have an orb, unless it's a mimic. So I can cross everything off that doesn't have one, and then I can just do that. Now my next thing is to prove it is or is not a mimic. So let's grab some stuff. Actually, I'm going to be smart. We'll toss that down for now. We need to put a cross in there because we don't know what it can hunt at. And it is really active, so I'm kind of little on the awkward side with this one. I hear it throwing things, and I don't know if it was throwing things in the living room or in the kitchen, because it likes to walk over to the kitchen a lot. I'm wondering if it's actually doing that, or whether it's twins. Oh wait, it can't be twins. Yeah, it can't be twins. Could be a they, though. Theys are really active early on. Thankfully, it can't be a demon, so no demons for us. Yay! Okay, come over here because this is where we saw it. Okay, you're throwing stuff right here. I can hear you. I need to get that second dots in here. Okay, I don't think now that it is a mimic. Are you throwing things in here or in the kitchen? Because it sounds like you're throwing things in the kitchen. Okay. I'm gonna check something real quick. Okay, it is 46 in here. What is it in here? It just turned the electricity back off. I think it's doing a lot of traveling between the kitchen and the living room, and I'm not sure which one it's actually staying in. I may need to put a second set of things in the kitchen because of that. So let's grab that. Just in case, because it's doing an awful lot of touching shit in the kitchen. I mean, is its orb still in here? Doesn't appear to be. Nope, it's in the kitchen. Now, the good question is, are you moved to the kitchen, or are you walking between rooms? Because if it's the latter, you are a mimic. That orb is going between those two rooms, and it's a mimic. So, let's check real quick. Are you staying in here? I see you over here. I don't think we have throw an object yet. There we go. It seems to be staying in the kitchen now. So I think it just moved rooms. Alright, I need to take some medicine. And we need to grab this and this. I'm also going to grab the spirit box and go into the kitchen with the spirit box. Damn it. I fucked that up. Are you gonna do that for me? Thank you for walking through some salt. Okay, that is UV. You seem to like this side of the kitchen more, so we're gonna put that over there. I've got a kitten messing with my cords. Stop it. Did I leave my, I think I left my temperature thing over here. I don't see my temperature gun. Where did I put that thing? So EMF should probably come in here just in case because the ghost is in here. You fucking... Every time I pick up the camera to record one, that's an EMF 4, not an EMF 5. Put that back. I'm gonna go back out to the truck real quick because I don't know where my temperature thing went. Okay, I've got all the still shots. I don't need still shots. Are any of them... Sweet. These are all uniques. Okay, here's the main uniques you can get. Except for this one, which you're probably not going to get every time, because if it doesn't have UV, you can't get this. But at the same time, if it doesn't have UV, it might have book writing. And if it has book writing, you can take a picture of the book writing. Okay, here's what I'm going to do. Grab this. I'm going to grab this. Oh shit. No wonder why I was getting evented like crazy. Let's see if I can... Okay, what do we need? Cleanse. See, as soon as I move to try and go get the camera, the event stops. Still an EMF 4. I think it's a Yuri. I think. It's in this room, but it's not cold. Yeah, see, it keeps walking between these two rooms. And now it's back in the living room. Oh shit. I bet you it does have freezing temps, but I'm never gonna get them. I was gonna grab that, and I'm gonna grab. Oh, what was I gonna grab? Oh yeah, this. To put it up in the. We'll try the spirit box in the kitchen too, but I don't think we're gonna get that. Now it's just going crazy out here. Yeah, its orb is back out here. I think. That doesn't count? Are you serious? It's a mimic. The orb is gone. This is a mimic. Okay. Um, with mimics, their orbs travel with them. They don't. It doesn't stay in the ghost room with all the other ghosts. The orbs stay in the ghost room. Um, it's this one's traveling around the house. Those two rooms are not the same room, and a ghost doesn't switch rooms like that. It just doesn't. Now, with a mimic, you will see an orb, but the actual stuff is spirit box, freezing temperatures. So the only way I can discount is if it actually does not, if it does something that a mimic can't do, for instance, dots or writing or EMF 5, that would discount it as being a mimic. I'm not going to be able to get all the stuff, but I am going to try to prove or disprove this. But with its orb going all over the place, I'm seriously it's got to be a mimic. There's no way it can't be. I have dots. It's not a mimic. It's a banshee. Well, prove me wrong, why don't you? Um, what is this? Okay. So ghost orb is real, and with that you get banshee. All right. So it's not going to have that because it's got dots. And banshees teleport. So that may be what it was doing rather than actually traveling. Hmm. So their orbs travel then, I guess? Even though it wasn't, they always said it didn't, that the only one that traveled was the mimic. Apparently, that's not true. Come on, walk through the dots. Oh, there's another object thrown. Damn it. Watch him do this fucking stupid shit. Why I needed to vote on... God damn it, I did it again. No, stop it. We need Ghost. We're probably not going to be able to get what we need for this one. That's her room, but she was playing around in here. I'm going to leave that recording. Try to get some extra money here. Got the Banshee scream. Holy shit. That's right, I got you. Okay. She's draining my sanity like crazy. But I did get her. I got some of the most expensive things I could get. See, unique, unique, unique. Now, however, unfortunately, if she does an event, this isn't. I can't take another video of an event. I can only take in a video of, like, say, uh, dots. Which she doesn't seem all too thrilled to do for me. Um, I also got the sound of her scream and the ghost event. So the only things I could get now are the cross burning and EMF if it lets me. I'm tempted to take it, but... Oh, she turned off electricity again. You little bitch. Shit. It wasn't a hunt. Damn it. Now, where's the salt? fucking missed it. Of course I did. She turned the electricity off again. Damn it. Oh, she didn't. Oh, she blew the light out in the kitchen so I couldn't turn it on. You little hoe. Oh, shit. And it didn't count. Got a duplicate. Oh well, you know what? I'm done. I don't like playing with banshees because they drain your sanity super fast when you're solo. Okay, the superpower for a banshee is that they fixate on a single target and they drain that target sanity, and if you're playing in a group, that target's sanity is the only one that matters. However, for every other ghost, if you have more than one person, it's the average sanity that matters. So if it's not a banshee, this is the number which you're looking at if it's not a banshee. If it is a banshee, this is the number you're looking at. Now, if you're playing by yourself, obviously there's only one number. So it matters for everything. You can't really figure out a banshee that way when you're playing by yourself. All right. So I got all uniques for this, which is rare for me. And then I got all uniques for this, and I almost got a dots one. But this one was a duplicate because it was the paranormal scream. And as you can see, when they're duplicates, they lose value. Um, but I don't know what else I could get because it was being very careful to make sure that I didn't have the right tool out at the right time in order to get things that weren't duplicates. And it's draining my sanity so fast that there's no chance. I can't do this one and get a full one because it's a banshee. If it was anything else, like, well, I don't know. If it was Yuri, I'd probably be in trouble and a demon would have killed me by then. Demons are very fast to hunt, and your sanity does not matter at all to them. They can hunt no matter what. All they have to do is use their superpower. Alright, we're going back into Grafton one last time. I'm going to do one more round for it. Um, and we'll see what we get in here. On the 12th of August, we're going to have a whole new map. And it's one that I have only seen bits and pieces of. Because I watched certain people like Ensim and Psycho play it. Get an average sanity below 25%. That occasionally happens with me. Capture a photo of the ghost and paranormal sound. Well, those are all things I can technically do. Whether they happen or not. Of course, it's already cold out here, so I'm going to be looking for pretty much freezing in here. I forgot to check for something, and I'm not going to be stupid like I was last time. Okay, it's in the same spot it was last time. It's not. I heard a ball. It is definitely cold in here. Where did you throw that ball, I wonder? It's really cold in the living room area. I don't know whether that ball was being thrown in here or... I know where the box is, by the way, and I'm going to head there now. Okay, the one that was out here was not thrown. I thought it was back in the bedroom, but I misread the map, which does happen. I'm waiting for the temperature to go up. Oh, it went down up here. Aha! Well, hello there, and it's freezing temps. Okay, hold on. Turn that off. Oh wait, no. I want to press, hold. Okay, now I can do that and take a picture. Temperature is actually a picture you can take now. Freezing temps. But only if it's freezing, I believe. And this is the room it was playing in because I did not turn on the lights in here. And we can turn this light off because we aren't going to need it. Alright, so we have right away freezing temps. We also know it's not afraid of the light, so it's probably not a mare. Mares do not like light. You know what? I'm going to throw that down there because I haven't finished looking around yet because I need to find the cursed object as well as the bone. Turned your light on, so I'm going to turn it off for a second here so I can look around and see if there's an orb. I do not see an orb. I don't think you have one. And then I'm going to put this right here. Let it spray across most of the room. Okay. Now we turn that off because there are ghosts that will use that to their advantage. Alright. Chances of it having an orb are very slim to none. Looks like it could be twins. You know, I'm being stupid because that's not what I want to do. I keep taking other things up there and not taking this with me. Crosses prevent hunts so long as they are within the area that the ghost starts the hunt. AKA, if you are holding it and you are near the area where it starts the hunt, it's going to burn the cross out of your hand. However, if the ghost has already started the hunt, it's not going to make the hunt stop. I've seen a lot of people act like that's the case, and it isn't, and they get themselves killed because they think that the cross is going to stop the hunt, as in it's going to stop it after it's already started, and it doesn't do that. It does not protect you once the hunt starts. In fact, the closest to quote-unquote protection is if you have incense and a lighter on you. And all that does is, if the ghost is close enough, when you light the incense, it'll make the ghost turn around and go the other direction for a little bit. Quote unquote confusing the ghost. But you still have to get out of the fucking line of sight and hide. Shit. Oh, it was an event. You motherfucker. And where I was wouldn't have helped me. That would not have helped me. And it started that event from out here, which is weird. I don't think it has spirit box. Yeah, it's still in here. Shit. Damn it. EMF 2, but it has ghost writing, so we're gonna put ghost writing. It has, because of that, we know it's definitely not a mimic. So ghost writing. I don't like where this is going. I dislike where this is headed. Grab this and this. So I'm gonna drop this out there. I'm pretty sure I know what this is at this point, and I'm not liking it either. This is the other thing that is really nasty, so let's see if there's... Okay, there's no handprints, so I may be wrong, and if I am, good. I didn't see UVs, which makes it possible that the demon might not be what we have. Which makes me happy. I am going to double check myself though. And I have all unique so far. I still haven't even found the bone yet. This one. Yeah, because my sanity is still pretty high up there. That's the other reason why I'm kind of wary right now. It's because my sanity is still really high. And it's seriously active. Which is not normal. Please walk through the salt. Please walk through the salt. There we go. And it does not appear like we have UVs. So we can cross that out. So it's not a demon. Yes. That is awesome. Where is camera? Do we not have the camera? Okay. You know what? I am gonna go downstairs. Okay, it did turn the power back off. Okay, we can cross that off. I don't think it has an orb. I'm gonna go look. Yeah, no orb. Oh. So we can cross orb off. It hasn't hunted yet. Well, it tried to hunt. Let's look at what our sanity is. It could be a shade. It could be a shade. It could be a shade. Shade can't hunt until you're at 35%. And it didn't hunt until I was down in my 20s, so it could very well be a shade. We got all uniques with our camera. None of them were a ghost picture though, so I didn't get the capture ghost picture. As a shade, it's not gonna do anything here. It's gonna give me an EMF 5. And because it's a shade, and I am fairly certain it is a shade. Oh yeah, because now it's all back to nothing. Oh wait, no, it was throwing things when I was in the room. Give me a second. I will go back in and do my diligence. Because what this means is there are only two things it can have, an EMF 5 and a spirit box. And the box is this way. I'm going to turn it back on. Through the teddy bear downstairs. What did this teddy bear ever do to you, huh?
Shipping.
There we go. Alright, I know what it is now. It's a Moroi. See, that's why I always double check myself, because I was like, But it threw something when I was in the room, and shades don't move things when you're in the room with them. And I'm not going to get it perfect, so I'm just going to go ahead and close the door. Moroi's ability is to drain your sanity after you talk to it on the spirit box, and it drains it really fast. Like really super fast, which can kind of be tricky when you're not sure if it's a Moroi or a Shade because it'll deplete you really fast, and so you'll be under the marker that you would need to be for a Shade, but you got to be careful because Shades aren't supposed to be able to move objects or do things in the ghost room when you are in the ghost room with them. That is how you can, for the most part, rule out a Shade. Alright, this was Grafton's old map, and they've had it for years. I've been playing since probably the second or third year that Phasma was out. Not as big as a name, and I'm not as good as some of the other players I have seen out there. I do a lot of guesswork and just piecemealing together. If you want to check out how I play this game and how I play it with others, you can join me on Twitch. It's Mims World, Mims underscore World. It'll be in the description below. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful weekend and whatever the day that you manage to come in here and see this video. I hope it helps you with figuring out a couple of things with the ghosts and your equipment. I always start with the same three pieces because it does help me find the ghost room, although once they implement more of the rooms that are eternally cold, the way you can counterbalance that is an EMF reader. As long as you have the ability to remember where you've seen the bone or where you saw the cursed object or whatever, you can always leave the camera behind and just grab an EMF reader and a temp gun, and you'll be able to figure out whether or not you're in the right room. Some people use a video camera to try and catch the orb, but the ghost doesn't always have an orb. So the chances that you're going to find the room for certain with a video camera, depends. Um, and you also have the Mimic, which moves rooms, and you have the Banshee, which their orb will teleport to wherever their prey is, apparently. So, orbs telling you what the room is not as reliable as the temp gun has been. And if you get a temp gun and an EMF, your chances that you are in the right room, whether or not it's an EMF5, doesn't matter. As long as you have both, chances are you are in the right room. So, enjoy your day. I hope this has been informational for you and helped you with figuring things out. And maybe if you come and hang out with us, you'll and see us play, you'll be able to catch a couple extra things that I didn't mention that I forget to mention when I'm playing by myself. And I hope to see you there. Bye bye.